Where there's a will, there's a way. This is something that I've been told a number of times throughout my life. And my dad has told me this a lot before too. And really, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. If you really do want to do something, then there is a way to make it happen. There's people you could call, there's programs you could download. You could get a job and save up some money for a little bit to make it happen. There's always a way. The question is, when we have that will and we feel that excitement, are we actually going to do something to help that way be created? Are we going to start creating that way, or are we going to stay in that will? Ooh, this will be awesome. This will be fantastic. Instead of, this is the way, this is my way, this is the way I'm going to do it. And this way, well, this will be way, way cool. So instead of this will be great, or this will be awesome, it's this will be way cool because you've already created a way. That's what you need to figure out. And I've seen this with different things. I mean, my man Kip, who I need to get on the podcast, he's blind, and he was super behind in the social media class I was in with him, so behind. But then he's like, you know what? I'm going to get to the top 10 in the class, even though he's so behind in making these social media posts and stuff. And what did he do? He worked super hard and he ended sixth in the class, ahead of me. We've been working on it the whole class, the whole semester. And granted, I Pizza Hut and other things, but Kip is blind, and he definitely was putting in more work than I was, at least those last couple weeks, to make that happen. And it really is about making the most of the will that you have and creating a way. There's so many people that want to help you out, and it really does come down to reaching out to them. So many people, they'll give you information because information is so cheap a lot of times, especially these days. Oh, here's this book, here's this other thing. When in reality, the most priceless thing is action. Because once you take an action, then there's nothing that can really be done to undo that action. It's done. It's done and over with. Once I record this podcast episode, the work is done. It will continue to reach and inspire people for a very long time. And so we need to bring this back to if you have a desire to do something, then there's a way to make it happen. I saw this with Pizza Hut. I was really excited and wanted to work at Pizza Hut, and the new semester was starting, and I was like, okay, this is the time I'm going to go to Pizza Hut and I'm just going to ask for a job. I'm going to figure it out. And the guy was pretty impressed with me right off the bat. And he's like, yeah, it was Pizza Hut, it wasn't Google, but they're still yeah, sounds good. We could use people, and you seem really awesome. So we'll just plan on you having the job. And so there's a will. Well, I turn that will into a way, and that's not easy to do, but you do this on a consistent basis, and you'll start to see how amazing life really is. You have this amazing opportunity to do different things. I've seen this with my morning routine. I was so frustrated with it for a while, but I finally gotten it to a point. I wake up at 6:36, which reminds me of this scripture in Doctrine and Covenants 6:36 that says, look unto God in every thought, doubt not, fear not. And then there's a music thing that goes off from the song Time Waits for No One, which is such an amazing song. And it was made by somebody that song came out after he passed. Somebody found that version of the song and uploaded it 20 years after he passed. Somebody had a will to get that out. They found it, and they're like, okay. And they created the way super quickly. They didn't create a way that was okay, this is the 10-year plan of getting this one thing out. No, they're just let's get it out right now. There are some things in your life that are going to take time. There's other things that you could do literally right now. You want to reach out to somebody about how to start a podcast. You could reach out to me. You could reach out to so many other people about how to do that, and they can help you get the ball rolling. So you can turn that will into a way. This is something that I keep saying this is something, but it really is something that's a real phenomenon about life that is amazing. That there's people that want to help you and that are exactly where you would like to be, at least to a certain degree, and how you can reach out to them. You can turn that desire into a way to get to that place where you want to be. And that's really amazing, especially when you do that on a consistent basis. It really does help a lot. So those are my quick thoughts on how where there's a will, there's always a way. Definitely check out other Dallin's Quick Thought episodes, or just the podcast in general, episodes Monday and Thursday. And with that all said, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to heal today, and it'll be better tomorrow.